What is up, guys? Aburen here today, and today I have another fantastic deck for you. So, as you know, we are on the verge of the Sword and Shield set, and I've already played my pre-release, so the videos, all 4 rounds from the pre-release are gonna be on the YouTube channel. Everything is gonna be there. Don't worry, or actually here on the YouTube channel. So don't worry, we're gonna have everything. But this got me thinking, right? Stage 2s are gonna be so good after the release of Sword and Shield. So why not to check out certain stage 2s that, well, never had a chance to shine, never had a chance to even attack in many formats. So I decided to, get those obscure guys and get them, because, well, we're gonna come back to those decks after the release of Sword and Shield, and we're gonna make them even better with cards like Incense, Quick Balls, all of that stuff, but how they are working right now. So as you can see right now, we've got a fantastic Walrein deck. I didn't even know that as a Pokemon before Rema72, fantastic friend of mine, told me, hey, that's a thing, and I'm like, oh, wait, what? So we've got a first attack for 60, it's called Cold Snap, and your opponents can't play any trainer cards from their hand during their next turn. That's really cool. And of course Blizzard 120 and 10 on each of your benched opponent's Pokemon. So definitely some spread damage thing, and you know me, I love spread damage, but also the Cold Snap makes this card really good. So I was like, alright, how to fuel this Blizzard, and I decided to make it really consistent, just make it as fast as possible we can make it. So I decided, you know what, we're just gonna go with Blastoise, right? We got Blastoise, of course, with the powerful Squall, and we also have a nice GX as an additional finisher. So let's take a look at the whole deck and just go card by card. Of course, the whole deck list is down there below in the description. So we have a line of 3-2-3, and this is only because I do only have 3 copies of Walrein. Right, so we got a 3-2-3 line of Walrein, and of course 4-1-3-1. Right, so we got 4 Squirtles, 1 Wartortle, we got 3 Blastoises and 1 Blastoise-GX. Of course, the powerful Squall, so we get that fantastic energy on it. Right, on other Pokemons. Then let's go to trainer cards. As you can see, 29 trainer cards. You can see this deck being, I wanted to make it as consistent as possible, right? So multiple copies of each card just to make sure that I'm hitting what I need and want. Of course, after Sword and Shield, we're gonna build it a little bit differently without certain trainer cards, because, well, the new rule comes out. So we got 4 Pokégears 3.0 to actually get us to the supporters. We got 3 Pokémon Communications, 4 Rare Candies, and 2 Switch Rafts. Why 4 candies? Well, we'll be using Green's Exploration, because as you can see, neither of basics, and actually up until Blastoise or Wartortle, we don't have abilities. So this means that for the first few turns, we actually can get ourselves with Green's Exploration to the point of where we want to. So getting to the Blastoise, Blastoise-GX, and Welmer. Then we have 1 Power Plant, of course, for those Mew 3 matchups, 2 Shrines of Punishment for ADP or any other matchup that revolves around the GXs, 1 Viridian Forest, 1 Brock's Grid to bring back the energy or Pokemons, 2 Cynthias, 2 Cynthia and Caitlins to bring back the supporters. We've got 4 Green's Explorations, 1 Mallow Lana, 2 Professor's Elm Lectures, and, well, 14 energy. So as you can see, the deck is really simple. It is not overcomplicated deck. It's, well, simple. It is simple, right? But with stage 2s right now, you have to be simple. You have to get to the point of having them on board as fast as possible, and that is one of the ways. Of course, later we're still gonna probably use Green's Exploration just to get ourselves towards Rare Candy and Incense, which will help us, right? Because right now we have to rely on Pokémon Communication or on the draws, right? Because there's no basic search yet, right? So let's save the deck and let's go. Let's play a few games with it. I call it Walrein Water. Perfect name, right? So as you can see, we are on the win streak right now with him, and let's go. So do you want to go first or you want to go second? You want to go first because you're evolving, right? We are evolving into this stage 2, right? So we want to have that Rare Candy being used turn 2. Of course, not all the games are the same, right? So let's just take a look what we're going to have in here, what matchup we're going to have, and what we're going to face. And one thing that I want to, say from the testing of this deck today on stream, you want to develop your board. Like, don't go super crazy on getting the stage 2s super fast. Developing the board is more important in the long run, right? Like, you have to understand that, well, maybe the first act is going to get knocked out. It's all good, don't rush it. If you can rush it, yeah, whatever. Sure, you can. But you should not really rush the whole thing. You should just, take it a little bit slower, get that Elms Lectures, build that bench, and then go from there. Because we do have, Products Grid, so we can bring mons back. We have options. Alright, so we're facing a dark deck. So now I'm going to be using a Shrine of Punishment, definitely turn 1. And, well, definitely the start is not on our side. Even though I have Green's Exploration, normally I would go Quick Ball and probably something, right? Here I have to kind of count that I'm going to draw into the Pokemon. There's not really, you can go like, yeah, Pokemon Fan Club, I know, you can go for that. We got Elms Lecture. It's not really what we want to, but look at that, there we go. So Green's Exploration, and because I know there's not going to be a lot of abilities yet on the board, I can prepare my next turn. So I can either do two things. Either can go for Pokémon Communication and just bench something, or I can go second thing for Elms Lecture. Or Cynthia just to refresh my whole hand, and this time I'm just gonna go to refresh my whole hand, but because I'm here I can just browse through the deck and I see one Elm is prized, I can see one Blastoise prized, right? I can see one Squirtle prized, I can see the Blastoise-GX not being here, so also prized, and definitely two energies are prized, so those are my 6 prize cards. So knowing that, I think I can safely play Cynthia next turn, so that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go Pokémon Communication for the Squirtle, right? Just developing the board, right? Cynthia next turn, it's all fine. There we go, we got a Squirtle. Slowly developing the board. I can deal this 10 damage here. I mean, he's gonna only discard a card, so that's gonna be his strategy. 10 damage, and of course Shrine of Punishment working right there on his bench as well. So slowly, right, as I said, developing the board. I could have got myself Elms Lecture, because again, Cynthia is one of those cards that you really don't know what you're gonna get from. But I felt like, it's sometimes worth to risk a little bit in those scenarios. But if you wanted to play it even safer, I think Elms Lecture would be the play to make, right? If you want to be safe, if you want to, take it even slower, but better at the end of the day. Judge, right? So we get Judge. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we took, we get Judge. So if we would go for Elms Lecture, that would also be a Judge. But there's not always, a Judge coming, right? So we have to be aware of that, right? So Mountain Munch, let's see what he's going to discard, and he discarded Squirtle. Okay. So I have 2 things that I can do right now. I know I really don't have a Rare Candy, so for me, I can go and start evolving those, or I can just bench the baby. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to go for Spheal. Play that Wartortle. Energy's gonna go over here. Roll out 10 damage, pass the turn. So of course I'm passing that turn because I could have actually went for the stage 1, but I felt like me having the bench would be more important because I can get myself to the Blastoise here and just fuel the benched guy. Right, the bench Spheal. So this is me just assuming that, hey, this Spheal is dead. Like, he is just there, he's stalling the game for me a little bit, and I'm just trying to get to Blastoise. I'm trying to get myself to the point where I want to be. Definitely this first turn and the Judge kind of destroyed my whole plan. We don't know what we would get from Cynthia, but he's still, gonna keep on discarding stuff from me. That's a Water type energy, and of course Shrine of Punishment is working here. I've got a Power Plant, so not really something that I'm just going to use, Because in all its honesty, there are a lot of abilities on his GXs. There's nothing here. Mallow Lana, not really something I want. So roll out, unfortunately, only 10 damage. So this judge, this judge kind of got me good, but he still doesn't have anything to get rid of Shrine of Punishment, which actually kind of, at least to a certain degree works for me, right? So I can actually, get myself some damage on him, so it should be easier later. Brock's Grit, right, so there's no way I'm actually going to be able to bring back stuff, but I'm kind of happy because there we go, we got a Blastoise. And that means I can slowly start charging things I want. So we're going to do Powerful Squall, and this also means that the deck will have less and less energy, so the deck should be more and more consistent. So here I'm just going to give him, I don't think I'm going to give it here, so it's going to be 120. Right, I'm going to give one to Spheal and one to Blastoise, so we're not going to lose all of that. And just pass the turn. No, roll out. There we go. Because I know that I'm not only going to be this... right now, right, we are at this, nice damage here. I don't think I will be locking him down, right, with the first attack of Welmer, but I'm probably going to use 120 damage plus 10 on the bench just to get some damage there on the bench as well. I mean, he can't really retreat. He have to use a switch to retreat. So this works. This scenario works for me, right? I mean, it does work to a certain degree, and it works as much as it can work. But passing the turn, at certain point is gonna have to stop, right? I got 33 cards, and I don't want him to discard literally everything I have in my deck. So definitely the deck, well, it is a little bit slower, right? But we know our prize cards, and that is actually pretty good, right? Mega Sableye Tyranitar, so he is gonna go probably for Sneasel, and he wants to have Weevil GX. And Weevil GX just to go, maybe for the Darkman GX, maybe for something else. We'll see. Another Rare Candy, right? I have to start stopping Guzzlord, because this is not getting us anywhere. So this time, let's go. We're gonna get something from a discard pile. Which is Brock's Grit, because I can't use Green's Exploration anymore. So at least I'll bring back the Mons. And there we go. So slowly we're getting somewhere, right? And again, preparing the bench. Powerful Squall. And this energy is going to go here, so I'm going to use Icy Snow. So as if I'm going to be able to knock it out with Spheal, and I should be okay for later turns. But at the same time, he might actually go for Red Banquet. But if he's going to go for Red Banquet, well, then he's going to lose 4 energy. Of course, he's going to bring back 2. And yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Okay. That's exactly what is happening. We've got a Red Banquet that's going to be played. Come on, Red Banquet, there we go. I mean, I can play Sealeo and risk it, or I can play a Blastoise. I feel like the Blastoise is going to be more important in the long run, to be honest with you. Like, not even joking, I do think it's going to be more important in the long run. So let's play that Cynthia, right? Let's play a Cynthia. Finally, we have that Cynthia, so we can refresh the hand. And let's take it. Alright, I got another Spheal. But he took 2 prize cards out of me, so... Yep, no energy. And all I can do is a rollout. It's a lousy rollout. Oh, man. Alright. I hate to do this, right? Honestly, I hate to do that, but I need to get him out of here. So, Hydro Tackle, that's a knockout. Because he's going to take, again, he would take 1 more prize card out of Sealeo, and that is something I couldn't actually let him do, right? So if I'm going to find right now, okay, so he's gonna get knocked out, right? Blastoise gets knocked out. This enables me to play Green's Exploration for, well, to be quite fair and honest, Pokémon Communication. That will help me knock out Greninja Zoroark. And probably another Cynthia. Yeah, that's 120. No, it's still not a knockout, I believe. No, it's 150. 1, 2, yeah, because it's 30 plus. I thought it's 30 for each, but okay, it's 30 plus. It is a knockout, all right. Oh, this changes a lot of things. So definitely energy is gonna go here. Green's Exploration, and I'm gonna go for Communication, and I'm gonna go for a Candy. So I actually will have another Walrein, and he can't really knock it out because 150 damage, right? So I will withstand one more turn, and I will do the spread damage as well. So let's go like that. Rare Candy, Shrine of Punishment. I mean, Shrine of Punishment, right? What work Shrine of Punishment is doing here today. Okay, so we got 2 of them, and let's go with a Blizzard. So that's a knockout. And of course, more damage on the bench. This means I get 3 prize cards, and I kind of know what I have in prize cards. So there we go, Cynthia Caitlin, and that should be a water type energy, and it is. So I know in this matchup I can play Power Plant, but in all its fairness... Oh yeah, he's gonna... Yeah, okay, if you have exactly... I mean, can I focus here? Alright, I'm gonna get stamped. Into Pokégear and Cynthia Caitlin, okay. Super Scoop Up, definitely right here on Umbra and Darkrai. Okay, so I'm gonna have to count on Walrein with the Cold Snap, so he's not gonna be able to play any trainer cards whatsoever. And maybe on Green's Exploration, maybe on, on the Cynthia at this point. Because he still have to, knock out 2 guys. 3 actually. So that's a knockout, we all knew that. Let's go. That's no good. Pokégear. That's even worse. So Cynthia and Caitlin. I'm gonna bring back Cynthia, because that's what I can bring. Okay, so I got a Squirtle and I got a Switch Raft. That's gonna be interesting, right? Cold Snap. So he can't play trainer cards right now. He can retreat though. He can attack me with Claw Slash. He can attack me for 150 with the Black Lance. There are options. Oh boy. You see, and I've used this, and I use this Blizzard because that puts them in like 1 hit KO scenario, those 2 Naganadels. Retreat. Like even, like 1 cast retreat, it's still fine, but is he going for the GX? Yeah, he's going for a GX. Yep. And there's nothing I can do. And there's just nothing I can do about that. That is a GX at its finest. That's a GG. That is a GG. That's a concede from me. Let's play game number 2. Right, let's go to game number 2 and let's see what's going to happen in the game number 2 in Walrein and in water. Alright, so game number 2. Important. Come on. I'm gonna have to put my phone somewhere else, because, come on. So hopefully, you know, we're gonna be able to go first. And everything's gonna work. So we play against Savage Angel. Come on, dude, let me play first. You don't know I'm playing a stage 2. Let me play a stage 2. Please, dude, please. Come on. Come on, what can you do when I'm second and my hand is gonna get mulliganed? Come on, Savage Angel, that's 1 minute off your clock. Come on, dude. No, really, this is one of those people. Alright. Come on. One of those guys, when they take their time, right? They take their time, and I mean, like, really take their time. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna concede that matchup. Like, this is, come on, dude. If it takes you 2 minutes to actually, you know, promote the first active, then no. You've got, like, what, 60 seconds? 30 seconds to promote your active? I think so. So let's search for an opponent and let's take a look. Come on, let me play first. Let me go first. You know you want to. Right, so we're facing a metal type deck. Oh, that's going to be an interesting matchup. Definitely. Heads. I'm losing all the coin flips today, like, really, losing every single coin flip. Okay, that's a mulligan. I mean, if, like, the hand is not as bad as it could have been. Well, at least this one. Right, so he's fine, you know. Right, he was choosing in between two guys, what to promote, which is, you know, which is fine. Okay, this is actually not bad, because I have Spheal and Spheal. I can play turn 1 Cynthia Caitlin, just start building my own bench. And he's probably playing Lucario Milmel. Or a Duke Trio, or anything like that. That's gonna become, you know, definitely a Zacian V deck, and alright, so it's a Genocide Cabalion deck with actually a Magnezone. I haven't seen that deck in a while. Not gonna lie, haven't seen that deck in a while. A Ringing Bell, yeah, he can have 2 tools on him, so Mill Goggles, and yeah. Oh yeah, I know this deck. I know this deck. Right, Green's Exploration, but I actually can't really go for anything, so Cynthia Caitlin. Just because, you know, there's no mons that I can actually play. Right, I can go, you know, next turn, right, I can do something next turn, but not this one. 0, we all know that. What is his ability? Yeah, alright, so his ability is 2 tools, can be affected by special conditions. Yeah, like, we're not going with conditions. Okay. Communication Candy. So I know he can play, like, that's 190. I actually can just go for 190. Oh, 2 prized. Oh, this is a problem. Okay, this is a problem. It's a big problem. So I have to stall for 1 more turn. That's my only Walrein. And 0. I don't know, man. Crushing Hammer? Yeah, this is perfect stall deck. Like, on from the bench. This is the, yeah, one of those hyper annoying ones. $180. Yeah, my stuff is prized. Like, there's no way I can pull this off. Like, I'm too slow. So, guys, that was my attempt on Welmer deck. And honestly, I do think the deck has a potential. I think the deck is quite nice, but he just needs the cards from Sword and Shield, right? So it's good to have it, you know, have something like that just in mind, you know, having this deck built, just so then you can put the stuff from Sword and Shield inside and have already a fantastic stage 2 deck. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that, for more decks, more Raven, and I just want to say thank you guys for everything. Goodbye and good night. Raven loves you. Take care. Bye.